Eminem just gave us the cover for his new album, The Death of Slim Shady. We also have the music video for Toby and the trailer with the release date that I didn't really talk about until today, so let's jump straight into this. If you want to stay up to date with everything surrounding hip-hop, make sure to subscribe and also become a part of this community by joining our Discord server in the description. So obviously, Eminem is dropping his new album, The Death of Slim Shady, this Friday, July 12th, so only in 3 days, which is pretty exciting because we were waiting for this album ever since April. That's when the first trailer came out. That's when we first learned about the entire project. And then we had the single Houdini that I talked about quite critically in one of my videos that a lot of people also then criticized me for critiquing it that much. But it was just a single that I thought he was clinging on to that old Slim Shady self of his a little too much. And I get that the album is called The Death of Slim Shady. I just thought that he released that song to try to appease a big audience, the old audience, plus a newer audience. But I gotta say, after listening to Toby, the second single, I'm not that worried about it anymore. I talked about those in the last 2 videos. Now let's talk about some more actual info. So not just, the singles, but actually announcement from his side, M's side, about this album, also the cover art. So let's start with the trailer that I mentioned in the last video, but we didn't really talk about it, so I wanted to quickly go over it again, which is a trailer that he released a couple of days ago, where he also gave us the release date of July 12th. So we didn't even know when this was going to release up until the point of this trailer. We just had the info that it would be coming this summer. But in the trailer, we can see a woman giving birth, and then she gets her child. The child is like for a couple of seconds not breathing, but then she has her child in her arms. And then the child turns into this monster and it scares everybody, gets these black eyes and then like levitates. And it's somehow, this is then just the end of the trailer. And we don't actually know who the child is. Let me know your theories on that in the comments. Obviously, we could kind of connect it to the title, The Death of Slim Shady. Maybe this was the birth of Slim Shady, and then throughout the record, we are witnessing the death of Slim Shady. So that's kind of my interpretation of this. But still, let me know what y'all think about it, because we didn't actually get an explanation for the entire narrative of this record from M himself. So it's really up to us to kind of piece the stuff together. And I know a lot of people, have their own vision of this, and they're like, obviously it's this and that. I get that, and that is a very valid point. Just be very kind in the comments, because some people may interpret this differently. Let's keep going, though. We have some random news that I just wanted to mention real quick, just to have it, mentioned, which is that there's a digital exclusive album that has, there's a second digital album, and it has the bonus track number 2 on there. So there was already a bonus track number 1. Now, this isn't available anymore. You could only order it through the July 8th, but that means there's at least 2 bonus tracks, if not more, because we don't know if there's going to be a third digital album. So there's going to be some hidden tracks in the digital version that you need to purchase, which I don't know how to feel about it. But let me know if you purchase it. Let me know what it says, if you actually, how you get access to the songs. But that's something that I did want to bring up. Another thing that I wanted to mention real quick, just as a sign that the rollout is in full runs, is that M had a collab with White Castle, and they have this shirt, White Rapper. I just thought it was funny. It's just something that I think he wanted to do for the rollout of this thing, obviously. Now, I want to also quickly give a shout out to the ePro team. So the support for Eminem and Shady Records that has for years been posting news about his new albums coming out. They're having this album release party, with fans from all over the world. You can go check that out on their page. I just saw that and I wanted to mention it real quick because I always like when there's online platforms bringing fans together. This is not like an ad or anything. I just saw it and I thought that was pretty cool. But also, obviously, what I do want to say is that we're going to be going live on Friday. The time will still be announced, but over on Twitch, and I'm going to be listening to this record live on Twitch. First reaction, just first listen. So make sure you follow me on Twitch to be notified when I'm going live to listen to this record, because that's also happening after this release party, because that's only up until the album releases. and then you can turn on my stream and watch me react to that. Now, we also had the Toby video, which we talked about in the last video about the single, where I talked about how I liked that single a lot, where I thought that maybe it could have picked up a little faster, M could have come in a little faster, but we actually got the Lyrical Lemonade video for this, and apparently this song was made for the Lyrical Lemonade album. That's why M's part is also not that dominant in the song itself, but the video was cool. But I thought it would connect more to the narrative of the Slim Shady thing, the death of Slim Shady. It's a very cool video. Like the cinematography, the effects that they're using is typical Lyrical Lemonade, Cole Bennett, really great videography. But the only thing that really hints at some sort of conceptual, you know, kind of concept in here, conceptual concept, you know what I mean, is at the end when we have this visual of M and the Chainsaw Guys himself, and, you know, the Chainsaw Guy's killing M off, and then the Chainsaw Guy is obviously M himself, so he's killing off Slim Shady. I get that, and that's a death of Slim Shady. Also, at the end, we kind of zoom out, and there's like the chalk figure on the ground. How do you call that, bro? How do you call that? But you know what I mean. When somebody dies, it's a crime scene. You have the chalk outlines of the person. You know what I mean. That's also meant to represent Slim Shady. So we have some sort of hints to that, but it's nothing like actually like a movie to it or something, which I wasn't expecting, but still, maybe we're gonna get some more info on this. Now let's look at the cover, because obviously that is the interesting part. So this right here is it. He posted this on social media only today, a couple of hours ago. He captioned this, "The Death of Slim Shady," and y'all gonna butcher me for pronouncing this wrong, but COUP de Grâce, you know what I mean, Friday, so it's actually coming out Friday, which we knew, but the cover is interesting. We have this logo, this colorful logo of the death of Slim Shady, and then we have M in this, obviously, body bag, so him being dead, or like it's Slim Shady because we can see the blonde hair, so Slim Shady being carried away after he's dead. Maybe get killed off by new M, the Chainsaw Guy. So that's all we know so far. Let me know how y'all feel about this cover. I think it looks a little gimmicky. I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel like this looks like an Eminem album cover. But maybe it's just me. I also didn't like Music to Be Murdered By. This seemed a little gimmicky too. Up until that point, M covers were like more like understatements, just like a picture or some. I mean, this is a picture too, but it's like obviously very, as I said, gimmicky. But let me know how y'all feel about it. I still need to maybe look at it on my phone, on Spotify when listening to the songs, and it makes more sense and I like it more. But the first reaction is kind of like, I don't know, but it still looks cool. It's not bad, you know, it's not bad. Obviously, we don't have the track list yet, which is going to be interesting because the track list is always something that tells us way more about an album than just the cover or just a music video, because we actually see how many tracks, titles of the tracks, maybe features if he decides to put the features on the track list. That's going to be interesting, so make sure you stay subscribed not to miss out on that. Also, quick ad for myself. As always, you can sign up for my free newsletter with the first link in the description. It comes every Sunday and recaps everything that's been happening in hip-hop over the past week, so make sure to do that. And until the next video, hopefully on the track list, I want to know what y'all think about all the stuff that went over today, the release date, the cover, the Toby video, also what you think the concept of this record is. So all your thoughts on this, please let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.